Hello and welcome to the 10th anniversary. It is that long already. Who would have thought we would have had 10 of these cups already? Of the Simply Cup. So welcome in and let's do a cheeky intro. How good is that? So welcome in to another Simply Cup. We are here once again. 10 maps. 3 rounds on each. Who is going to be the victor? Let's get it. So this is another Nick edition we have right here, right now. Let's move the controller away. And I actually think that this week's going to be good. There's a lot of good maps. Of course, there's a few cheeky maps which might not be so great, but hopefully everyone can finish. Let's get it. So I have added an extra 5 seconds to the warm-up and the time out after the finish timeout. So hopefully that might give a few extra people a go. Let's hope that all the maps are going to work this week, unlike one of them last week, and that everything is respawnable. It's only me making these, so I do make mistakes sometimes. But let's get into it. We have 5 more seconds of this warm-up. Let's go following Max for the first round. As he bonks. Alright, here we go. Live. Let's get it. Good luck. Have fun. So, who is it going to be? Max on to a decent start. Taking it very easy. Very safe. That's what we like to see. In 30th position. Gets the ice to the left, which is actually not what you want. Might have to respawn here. Because it is a right corner. Tivo also a little bit behind. Let's see Holby, which is in 3rd place, 4th place here. Coming through on the wall right. I think someone clipped the top there, so that's an unfortunate mistake, as Holby also does crash that finish. Oh, not the finish, the sign, sorry, as they're coming up to the finish. And Lars is down first, with Jay getting 2nd. Well played. So this is a bit of a crossover map, about 40 seconds long. Maybe slightly difficult to learn in such a short period of time, but most people being able to finish, which is great to see. So, I'm actually pretty proud of this map. I think this could be a potential club map, because this is quite a nice looking map. Hello Nina, feel free to join in late. I heard that you were in a middle of the match, so come join. We're only on map number 1. Alright, let's have a look at Mr. Lat here. Coming through, around about the same position as earlier. 20th position actually, I thought it might have been 40th, but gets a bit of a jump on the edge there. That's unfortunate for him. Coming through hot though, carrying a little bit of speed, but you can see how close the pack is. So hopefully, this guy's a little bit laggy, so let's change. Oh, straight into 1st position. That was not intentional, but let's see the battle for 1st, with Lars getting a really good line there. I think it's Alex also slightly behind him. They get the jump clean. Who's it going to be? Matthias gets 3rd by 3,000th of a second there. That was a close one. That's what we like to see. And Lars picking up another win, so that is good from him. A few of the very big boy players missing out this week, so maybe Lars could be the contender to win it all, but who knows. But that is a very good start for him, picking up 2 wins. The next 2 people not getting that many points. Funny Raceman going to move up to 2nd. So let's actually watch JMJ, who had a good first round. See if he can keep it up while the camera pressure is on him. So see a couple bonks immediately at the 2nd corner there, which isn't great. 65 players, the server's slightly laggy, but we'll just have to deal with. It's fine. Jay finding himself in 11th here, carries a lot of speed through, but takes it a bit safe for the next section. Now he picks up the wall ride quite decently, and a few people falling off there, so does gain a few positions. But look at this battle. This is a really close map. Ranku actually out in front. Is he going to win it here? Jay with the bit more speed as well. Cyril getting a lower jump. Who's going to have the more speed at the end? It is Ranku still picking up first, with Jay in 2nd. Very well performance by him. That was a really nice battle. I hope to see a lot of this week, because as I said, I think there's a lot of decent maps which I've created for this week, so could be something to look out for. The extra 5 seconds as well as helping those last few players come through, which is nice to see. So hopefully this week's going to be an absolute banger for the 10th week of Simply Cup. But that is the first map done, dusted. Let's move on to the second one. So what will it be? I would have liked if they were in order. I've noticed when you add them to the server, even if you add them in order, they still don't get added correctly, but they eventually go rock through anyway. And as we have one of our not so great maps, but what a banger. I think sometimes when you make a map in 5 minutes is one of your best designs. Look at this, how fantastic. So let's see who will strike on this one. There's a cheeky red booster at the start. Who will get debated by it, as they will have to release here. Let's keep the drone camera out. Who is going to bonk? I reckon about 40 people are going to bonk. Fantastic. Rubik's just full sends and misses every checkpoint. That is lovely to see. A couple people still struggling with their red booster, but you have 40 seconds. But this will be a close one. Keep the first to make it to the finish. Jay was out in front again, but must have crashed on the downhill. I mean, the good thing about this design is as well is that there's so many checkpoints you can just respawn instantly and you won't lose too much time. Fantastic design, I think. So who will win it all on this one? Cheeky look at the points after the first map. Rank you actually rocketing into first. And Funny Raceman, JMJ a little bit behind. Lars with that one mistake on the final round, getting only 20 points behind Alec and Huzeps. It's actually following for this first round here. It's not ice, 0 out of 10. I can't remember if there's any ice. There's definitely ice aspects this week, but I'm not sure if there's any full ice maps, as Peps does completely crash there. That is not good from him. Who will we find going through the triangles here, as Hent is going the safe way, taking it easy, finding himself in 35th. That's pretty good. And Slow and Steady is winning the race here. But who is it going to be out in first? It is VFK, who does take it. I think JMJ was right behind him as well. That's really good from him. Lars also picking up 100 points. Alec and Peps struggling a little bit there. But everyone being able to finish other than Tofty, which is struggling at the start. Loco also having a bit of an issue. You can double respawn in this game, so if you have a bad fast respawn, you can always full respawn at the top of the, or at the checkpoint, and it's very safe to do so. So we still have a few people bonking. Matt actually missing out on that second checkpoint there, going too far. So it does lose out on a lot of positions, but taking it easy in 35th. Slightly hits there. Couple people hitting the triangle and 2 fall off, and it is Matthews and Jay once again doing very well. Is Jay going to win it all this week? He's having an outstanding performance so far. But pretty simple map, so everyone being able to finish, which is good to see. Ranku is finding himself struggling a little bit on this one, but that's right, plenty of time to catch up. So let's keep the drone camera out of. No one's AFK. Fantastic. No, someone had to break it. No, it's just lag. No, it's. I don't know what's happening. So let's go into the full drone camera for a bit of a change here. Who's going to be? Looks like Jay is out in front once again, versing Matthews, who won last round. So this is a tight battle. Look at the full-on snake rolling down this hill, but Matthews taking a bit more risk than Jay. So Matthews does keep the first position. Is Lance right behind him? All three picking up a lot of points for this map, and it is the rest of the field coming through hot now. So quick and easy map. That's what we like to see. By the way, guys, if you're new, make sure to check out all the socials, drop a follow on Twitch, and subscribe on YouTube if you're enjoying. It does really help out. But Alex is the only one not being able to finish here. I think he either AFK'd or is about to leave. But let's not worry about that as we move on to map number 3. How do I play? It is on every week at Saturday, 1400 CET, and you can just show up onto the server. There's no password, and you can enjoy the maps which have been created. So we have another banger of a map here. A bit of a mixed map. Starts with some sausages because we love some sausage in the morning, and then goes to tech, dirt, and then final reactor ending. So this could be a good map. Let's find out who will ace it. Let's have a look at someone maybe a bit further down. Let's have a look at Sliff here for the warm-up. So you can go to the live tab and then either search for it, or it's probably going to be one of the top servers, as there are 74 players, which is very awesome to see. So Sliff here, finding that you can jump over the edge. Very simple. And then we have a bit of a further run, which I think a lot of people might land awkwardly, and we'll have to respawn, which is a bit unfortunate for them, but hopefully they can still get to the ending. So Sliff opting for a restart. Good option. Let's see if he can continue it well. Ooh, just clips the corner. So you do have to kind of go quite sharp there, so it can be pretty tough. Definitely quite a experienced map for those who have maybe played all the surfaces a lot more than others. You can see the floating staircase. I think we'll have a couple bonks as well, so that is something to look out for sure. But that is the end of the warm-up. Let's see the live round here. Who do we all want to watch? Let's look at Baloppo here and find out how he's going. So it's pretty easily, which is a good way to go. For a low jump, that will probably rock him, but he might overturn. No, he does not, so that's unfortunate. Let's maybe find someone a bit further ahead. Lars is out in front. Let's watch him for the rest of the map. So he missed it in the warm-up. Mathis is on his tail though. Can Lars keep it up? Lars is a good multi-style kind of driver here, so I do expect him to do fairly decently. But Matthias is on the hunt. Who's it going to be? Lars on the outside, but does have to release a lot. Matthias there, taking it really wide, keeping his speed, and now to the stairs. Any bonks? Or they're going to finish nicely. Ooh, Lars opts for a bit of a safer finish, gets sniped. As we have the finale right here. Zoom, as everyone gets to the finish. A couple people just missing it. And once again, most people being able to finish. I'm glad that most people are being able to finish here. That is good to see. So, the leaderboard is struggling a little bit. Let's see who did get the top scores. Matthias with 120, Lars with 189, even Jay picking up 88 there. So, JMJ and Lars well out on top. Let's have a look at Space Dance here. Let's see how he's doing it. He's going on the outside line. That's interesting. Carries through with a bit more speed, maybe. Does go really inside, really struggle. Oh, he does handle a little bit, but does lose a little bit of speed. Goes a safe route. Now go through the loop. Up and over. Does find himself in 30th position, which is not too bad. Oh, misses the drift though. That's going to cost him a lot of positions. Caster's Curse coming in hot. But playing pretty decently. You can see the top of the pack, top of the field coming through hot now. There's Matthias once again having a really good battle. Let's put the camera over the finish. Who will make it? Who's going to bonk? Ooh, that was very close top 3 there. As Lat just does make it. Space Dance also, who we watched for that round. Just clipping the edge. And most people being able to make it here. So Lars getting second. Big Riccardi just missing out on third. And then Funny Raceman, Consul, Alex, Boris, and Jay. You only need standard or club edition to play then. You should be able to join if you have one of those. Alright, let's have a look at 7 here. How he does the start, finding himself in 41st, which isn't too bad. Ooh, gets a bit of a low jump, does quit. So, has to follow through with a little bit less speed. Does get that second jump though, or the third jump actually. Gets a nice drift, goes extra wide for the follow through speed. Gains a few positions, gets the second drift really well as well. And now with the attack, a very close field here. Who was that? Going for the right side Spinderella. That is definitely not what you want to be doing, as 7 does bonk on the corner, getting a nose slide. That's quite unfortunate. As Matthias and Lars, once again, really striving on this map. That's good points for them. 7 just picking up a 30th position. Not too bad. So, decent map once again. Good to see. Hopefully this trend continues. That was the final round. And we find Lars moving up to first with his top 3s every single round there, so that is quite good for him. Alright, so this is a bit of a longer map, so GPS could be recommended. This is a map which might be used later for something, but I did start by making it with a intention of a simplycup map. So let's find out if it's gonna be really fun, or if it could be too difficult for the simplycup. But yeah, here we go. And we'll find something a bit different with this one. So let's watch Jay, because I know Jay is a mod in the stream, probably has seen a little bit of this. So instead of going forwards, you're going backwards this time. And then you have a trickster here. You have to do a 180, which is why I said to some people, maybe opting to go for the GPS, as someone does find himself reversing, which is not the way you want to be doing it. So could be a bit of a tough one to learn quite quickly here, but once you know it, it is a banger of a map. A few people going wrong. There is the numbers on the checkpoint as well, so let's hope that not too many people complain that it's too difficult. As I said, there's a GPS, which would say it all. But Jay coming through here, pretty clean. Bit of the speed section now, and then we have a wide left drift. Can he get it? Can he get it clean? He does. And then the final crossover. So that's what I really like about this map. You have your different sections of the map all coming across the middle. So let's find out if people will be able to get it really quickly here. The points are gonna be rewarded for those who learn the map the quickest. Also, people are trying to turning around instantly. You cannot do that. So nice try trying to cut the start. That is not how to do it. But let's watch Kip. A couple people getting a wonky landing as Kip moves up to 10th position with the lower jump. Actually moving up to 3rd after the next few corners. That is good. A good start for him. Delta also on a good jump. Someone missing the corner completely there. So Kip now in 4th. A few people maybe have missed the... No, the leaderboard down the bottom is just broken. So I'll go back to just guessing. I think he's in around 10th here, losing out on a couple positions in the full speed section. Cutting it through really nicely though, if he can get this drift. Ooh, gets a bit of a no drift slide, so loses a bit of speed, but cutting across with JMJ there. And it gets a 9th position. That's pretty good from Kip there. And we see most people being able to get to the finish, which is good to see. So quite a simple map once you understand it, but definitely a few sections like the start and a couple of these drifts which really matter to gain a little bit of time. So Lars does pick up a first here, is definitely one of the quickest learners. JMJ getting 80 points, moves a little bit away from Lars. Matthias still finding himself in 3rd. have a look at Gandhi now. Let's find out what he can do. This is a sight to behold. I like seeing all the cars go backwards. Gandhi gets a really good jump. Maybe finding himself in first. No, a few people zipping across with that booster there. And it does lose out on a lot of positions. So, moves back down to about 15th here. You can see players like Yuvo and Epimo coming through. But we pick it up to the full speed section. Who can get it? Yuvo going for the wider line early and gains a little bit of speed on top of Clem there. As well as Zemus going past Gandhi now. Yuvo does miss the drift. Gandhi gets it really well. I think he'll gain about 5 positions by the end here. Will he pass Agron and Clem? Oh, he will, as he does get a 7th place. That is a decent run by him. So, most people coming through now. Good to see that pretty much everyone can finish. Once again, that is a good feeling. I'm glad that I added a few extra seconds to the overtime as well. But yeah, I really like this map, so I want to try and do something with this a bit later on. But we move on to our third and final round. Let's keep the drone camera out, as Monty has a bit of brain lag. A couple people trying the forwards position, but that is not it. So let's see the snake absolutely fly across. What a beautiful sight. That is fantastic. Thanks for all playing. 81 players. There could be a record, as I accidentally alt-tab out. Let's actually keep the drone camera out for this, because look at this chain of cars. As we see Lars out in first. No, it was Kip, as Lars now does pass. And we see most of the players coming through for this first or second crossover. Who will come out of the tunnel first? It is Lars, probably about 0.4 ahead. That is a good place to be. Who will get the drift the quickest? Lars gets it really well. I think that is a secure win for him. And we see the rest of the field coming in hot now. Lars with a dominant win there. 55-3, that's pretty quick. So good stuff from him. And we see the rest of the field coming in hot right now. Mr. Salmon does get second place. Nina. Nina is struggling a little bit, but you can see most of the field does learn it quick enough. So there we have it for this map. Matthews does now pass Jay. So I think Jay made a mistake in the second round. So has lost him a few points there. So we have a interesting map. We have a bit of a ice start into a dirt ending and some red boosters. So one of our funky maps, maybe not as good as some of the others, but this will be interesting. Who can get the... I think this middle section is really going to be where it makes or break. So let's follow Yuvu for this first round here. I don't know why it doesn't work straight away. Honk, honk, honk. So Atuvo does follow through with the PF. A couple of people being able to miss the PF and is finding themselves way out in front, but does have too much speed for this section. So that will be something to look out for, to see if they want to risk the PF, maybe find themselves way out in front. But this is the interesting part of the map. Who's going to get it? Well, ooh, Artuva gets it really decently in this warm-up here. Didn't have to respawn. Don't know why he's opted for the respawn. But we'll find the rest of the map very safely. And then we have an interesting finish for those who want... Oh my! I didn't think that was going to be the strat. So, I mean, how that guy did it is he went for the side and then got more height. But that was something. But if you do have enough speed, you can just jump straight. As you can see, a couple of people trying again. If not, opt for the safe finish. Should be pretty easy. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, I'll keep the drone camera out to see if we get anyone who doesn't go for the PF. Alrighty. Couple people a bit late. I'm not sure if the PF is going to work for them. Oh, we have a lot of players opting for it. And it is Zemus really getting it really well, but then it does fall off a bit. But the 5 players who did risk are in front. So let's see who will bonk this checkpoint. Mafia's getting it really well. So these are going to be some quick times. Space is out in front. Let's get the camera out. Oh, they both bonked the finish, and it's Matthias with the snipe. Lars coming through, Roof, a nice line. Funny Raceman, Fangling. Oh, lots of fails at the end there. That is something else. So we have most of the field coming in hot right now. A couple people getting that ending. It is quite a difficult one. But there we have it. 10 more seconds. So this is definitely one of the maps where there will be a few more DNFs. But even still, most people being able to finish here. Good to see. PF is not consistent. Well, blame the day. Don't blame me. It worked in single player. I have heard of maps breaking in multiplayer. That's something I can't do about it. But hopefully, most people being able to find the finish. Or be able to do the start, I should say. And we find the same 3 people getting the start really well. So I expect them to get the start. Let's keep the eye on Dansky. Catching up to 10th position here. A couple people opting for the early line. That's not what you want. And Dansky's going to get a really good drift here. But oops. Goes the wrong way when he's backwards there. So we'll have the penalty. Don't know if he can finish now. No, he does get the boost. Will he go the risky strat? No, he will not. Or he does attempt it. It will not be enough. Marie there does unfortunately fall over right before the finish. JMJ a little bit behind on this one. There's a Checky coming through hot. And there we have it. So, a couple DNFs compared to the last few rounds. I did say that not all the maps are perfect, but let's follow Boris now to get it. PF is press forward. So Boris does opt for the PF. Who has got it? Matthias, Raceman, and Dance once again getting that faster start. Unless it's just broken for a certain few people and they just got the lottery ticket today. Maybe that's a thing. As Boris gets it decently, does bonk the finish, the checkpoint, sorry. And let's see who will get the risky finish. Oh! Who was that? I don't even know. Zemus gets the risky finish, and now the rest of the field coming through hot. Is Funny Raceman, though, getting a first place. We see lots of fails. I think this was a good addition for this map. I didn't want to do like a straight finish, and instead maybe reward the people who wanted to risk. So we see Checky coming through, and 7 not being able to finish. Actually, Alex and Ranky both DNFing this round. Does move down quite a lot, so it's unfortunate for them. We move on to our next one. Minus PF worked 0 times. I'm sorry. It worked in single player. Blame Nado that for some reason different maps break when you change what positions they're in. Hello, Mr. Locktails. Thanks for the host, man. How are you? Make sure you guys check out Locktails. But we have a TM Turbo start as we have the Ice Hill right here. Plus BF work every time. I'm sorry if it was random. You got to mix up some of the maps sometimes. But here we go. Let's watch Sabian to start off here. So it does PF. Completely misses it, but should be able to get the next round. Releases a little bit. You probably don't want to be releasing in the air until once you landed. And there's a little bit of a nice section. Sabian getting it very smoothly. And then a bit of the grass corner to the right. And the tech drift to the left. One looping. A bit of sausage. And then we got probably the hardest corner here. A bit of a jump into the next section. So could fall off there, could fail. But we have Once again, some rings to finish it off. Let's see how many people are going to bonk that ending. That is going to be some fantastic fun indeed. So 5 more seconds and we move on to the first round. Alright, let's have a look at Mr. Chili here. See how he'll do.
That's pretty
Thanks.
good.
Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Alrighty. So a couple people still missing the start. Chili, don't know who that was, but does get the style points. Chili, unfortunately, hitting that edge there, missing out on the drift. So does lose out on a lot of positions, finding himself in 50th place. I should actually be looking at the car instead of guessing where the cars are. I don't know why I've never clocked that, but anyway. Chili goes through the loop cleanly, finding himself in 30th position. Let's move up to Lars. Does get it really well. So, gets a first place. Who's going to bonk? That was, I think, third place bonks there. A couple people just missing out. No one really trying the safe bottom finish. They're all wanting the top quicker finish. So, lots of bonks indeed. But, majority of people being able to finish. There is a respawn right before the ending. So, Sabian, actually, who we followed, didn't end up finishing. Not sure what happened to him. That is not good. But, let's look at Mr. Yuva here. Does drop in. Gets the drift all the way through. That's what you want. And finds himself having to slightly release, but is out in 5th position here. That's really good for him. Let's keep the camera on this top of the field right now. Someone getting a little bit of airtime, missing the smooth transition. Lars in first once again, absolutely dominating so far. Mathias nearly missing it, and Yuvu getting an unfortunate clip. I thought he wouldn't have hit there. But let's follow through to the finish. Yuvu should make this very clearly with his beautiful clown horn. So lots more people being able to finish this time. A couple people. Someone's Josh just hanging out on top. And we have Nina also getting the bonk. There is some safe finishes if like you really can't get the rings. So couple DNFs here. Oh, Nina does try the risky strat again, not being able to get it. And that costs a lot of points. So not good from her. But let's have a look at someone new. Let's look at Jacob now. Gets to jump quite cleanly. Will he drift all the way through? Nope, gets a slow nose slide, but that's fine. Keeping it safe. And we saw a few people go off the edge there. I'm glad I kept the transition onto the road and the edge so people could fly there. Definitely has debated a few people, but Jacob finding himself in 50th place, but gets a lot of speed coming in hot. And moves up to 33rd. Ooh, misses the drift though with that extra bit of speed I talked about. And let's see who has the finish. It is a close battle. Lars, I think, does make it once again in first. We have a lot of people catching the middle of the ring though. No one opting for the safer finish. I added 2 rings for a reason. I could have been rude and just added the top finish. But I'm like, nah, people can just release a bit and go for the bottom one. As 7 is really not happy with this one. But everyone being able to finish, which is nice. 2C. There we have it. A couple people not getting that many points. Lars dropping only a 1 pointer. But Lars now. 1,888 points. Getting first. And moves up with a lot more. Now, this is the fun map we have been waiting for. I did say that not all the maps are good. And here is the most difficult map this week to mix up a little bit. Game crashed? Oh, rip. I am unfortunately sorry that I can't have the perfectly working server. It is just how it is, unfortunately. So let's have a look at Franca. And let's see if he's going to get debated right now. Full sending. Ooh, he gets the drift, but onto the next one and slams himself straight into the next pole. And guess what? There is some fragile straight at the start, so he is finding himself with no speed. And once again, making love with the next pole. So not a lot of people getting it smooth, but you can see some people getting it very fast. Let's find someone maybe a bit further ahead. Let's have a look at Epschmock here. So now we have the wonderful forestry dirt section. He misses the release tap there, which you definitely need to do. Does get a air brake, but it's too late. It does fall over. And we'll have to go again. Nick, you're evil for that? No. It's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. And they have not got to the ending. But you say I'm evil. And there is two ways at the ending, because I found in practicing earlier that it might be a little bit too hard for that section. So let's have a look at Mr. Chili here. Does find himself in first, but we'll have to respawn full sending it. Space doing a little bit better, but finds himself on the end. As Jay also gets up the top. Zero coming through with a lot of speed. Opts for the stunt route. We'll have to go back to get that checkpoint. Now following through once again. Let's see if he can fall through the forest cleanly. Gets the first one. But bonks straight into the second one. And again. Could have made it through there, but opts for respawn. Now takes a bit safer. And bonks again. So we'll carry it through. So now it's the left side, the right side I should say, and Zero going for the hard route. Tries again, knowing that there's a bit of some stunts you have to do. So the safe way is just some fragile, no, just some slow motion, going it very easy. But the risky route is certainly faster if you know how to do it. So only 2 people finishing. I think there's going to be a lot of DNFs this time. Ranku does find himself finish. Let's maybe see those who are going for the most difficult route and those who are going for the safe route. Peps opting for a little bit more speed, but only has 2 more seconds. And a lot of DNF. Lars, Funny Raceman, Jay, all DNFing right there. So, big shake up of the field. Let's have a look at Funny Raceman this time. Will he go very safe? He does indeed. That's a good strat. Looking for those areas which have the most space. Does hit the 3rd section of poles, but probably in a good position here. I think he might find himself in about 10th. Indeed. Now gets another safe jump. Coming through hot. I think Funny Raceman is probably going to opt for the safe route. So let's see if anyone up the top will go the difficult route. Matthias is out in first. What will he go for? He goes for the hard route. So goes through the fragile. Gets it first. Goes through the no freewheeling, but into the reset. And then onto the reactor. Gets it really cleanly. This is going to be a fast time for him. No, has to respawn. What? He should have been able to make that. So now it is... No, it was just a bit of lag. I was going to say, surely he didn't respawn. And Matthias with a really good time there. Jay going for the stunt points. Is he going to land it? Ooh, that is very tight there. Does get a 4th actually. And we see those coming through right now. Lots of people struggling on this one, so... I did have to be cruel at some point with all these good maps. You know the Simply Cup can't all be very good maps. There has to be some funky little business happening at some point. So, once again, few people getting DNFs, Peps, and Ranku, the ones losing out on points there. So let's actually go to Ranku, see if maybe he opts for a safe start. Does indeed, but rocks the ramp, and we'll have to restart. Gets it again, but does land smoothly. I think he has the fragile, but doesn't matter this time. Slams himself into the pole. Slams himself off the second pole and gets a better line coming through hot now. So let's keep the camera on him. Oh, it's a bit lag, but goes over the tree. Coming through in 40th position. Pretty decent place to be. If he can make it through first try. Oh, it does have to restart. That is not so great for him. Let's find maybe someone a bit further ahead. J goes for the risky strat. That's what we like to see. Who needs no pussy easy strat when you can go this hard route and gain those positions? So Jay does make it. Gets the reactor boost as well. And now up and over. We'll get a 5th position or around that. Does go to the moon for some reason. And gets sniped. No, he does pick up a 4th again. So that is good from him. After that DNF in first round. But mostly everyone being able to catch up on the final round here. A few people do struggle still. And we have 2 more seconds. Unfortunately, these people here, someone hits the middle tree and will not get to the finish. So there we have it. And we'll move on to another map, which is certainly a bit more easy, but a little bit of an RPG-esque map. Right now, people complaining that there wasn't a easy finish. I thought the finish was pretty easy in my opinion. You could full reset and then jump straight up to the left, but that's how it is sometimes, and we'll move on from that one. Sometimes there's got to be some more difficult maps to mix up the field. Maybe Lars, yeah, loses out on a little bit of his lead, so that's why he's complaining. But look at that, 500 points difference to 3rd place from Matthias. JMJ right behind, 10 points behind Funny Raceman. And 100 points difference for Simon and Yubo. Roddy VKL and Ranku Peps to round off the next few positions there. That's why Lars for this warm-up here. Does struggle on the first jump bit, but does find himself finally making it up. See if he can follow through. So it is a bit of a difficult railing. As I said, kind of a little bit of an RPG-esque style map to start off here. Lars going the safe route. Gets to the ice part. Yuvo in first by the looks of it. Maybe that's going to be a good map for him here. As we have the chicanes. And then we have the debate. Oh, it does not make it. And we'll have to probably full respawn. And then there's just one final wall ride jump. As maybe a few people are going to try a cut there, as we saw someone jump over the grass. And we will have our live round here. Let's see who we can find. Let's have a look at Aljas. No, he's AFK. No, a lot of people are AFK for some reason. Let's have a look at 7 now. People jumping to the right will get to the platform, but that's probably not what you want to be doing, as you will make it more smooth up the top. So 7 finding himself in a 7th position, 8th position. Ooh, gets an unlucky transition there, so does have to nearly respawn, but rolls it over. Misses the chicane after the boost there, and now it goes over the grass. Zemus getting a bit of a jump, as we can see that wrist paying off for who was that? It wasn't JMJ, it was someone else around him. Ooh, that was a good strat from whoever that was. It might have been Jay, getting a 7th position there. So, is it worth it going for that cut there? But, once again, most people being able to finish here. A couple of people struggling at the end. This isn't definitely one of the easiest maps. This can be quite tough to learn quickly. And a lot of people having a bit of lag problem or something, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. Once again, I can't do much about it until Nade fix their servers. So we have a lot of people falling off. A couple of people opting for the early jump. And we watch Cheerful taking it very safe. But look how many positions he's gaining right now. That was the good strat to do. And he moves up to 14th. That's really good. And he continue the speed. He does get that really smooth. Alec gets a wider drift there. Cheerful will take the chicanes really well. Gain 2 positions. Who's going to get the cut? Zemus tries the cut now. A couple people opting for it. Ooh, Cheerful nearly falls off. Will waste a couple positions there. But to the finish line in around 20th position. That's good from him. And we have only Checky. No, a couple of people now going this right side. So not the easiest maps, but hopefully still quite fun. But let's see the top of the field. Lars moving to 50 points ahead of Matthias. Let's actually have a look at the top competition now. So we move on to our final maps. Matthias going for a quick start. Gets it smooth. Gets it fast. Finding himself in first. Risky line right there. And does fall off at the end, but does. There is a platform to safely fall off. Let's watch JMJ also battling Mr. Funny Raceman. He needs a good position right now, as Funny Raceman is right there. All of them opting for the cut now, but JMJ with a bit of an overjump. Will he rock over? He will, but he will have the penalty as well. Will he make it? I said will 3 times there. My English is not good trying to shoutcast, but Jay finally makes it through now. Never mind. He will have to go for a 3rd time. Probably will opt for a safe route. No, he has the penalty. Oh. This is not good from Jay. Jay is absolutely hating his life right now. Does finally make it well, and will land it with 1 second to spare. So at least he makes it, but does lose out on a lot of points. Funny Raceman though does also fail, so gonna be a good battle. Mr. Captain moving up to 3rd from that, however. So here we go. I think this is my 2nd last map. I could be wrong there, but here we go. We have a very fast map if you want to full risk it. Hopefully most people can see the surface. I know a couple of people complain that these are always a bit too dark, but hopefully it's alright. And let's have a look at Consul here. I don't think I've followed him at all today. Good to see a couple Australians playing. So, yeah, as I said, very fast map here if you want to go all out. I think you can do it entirely full speed if you really get the turns right. But that will be the risky lines if you or will not go for it. So there is the respawns if you need. Hopefully most people should be able to finish it. A couple of people having game crashes. I am very sorry about that. It is really quite annoying that that's happening. But I can't do much about it. Consul finds the extra boost there. It will actually pay off. Sneaky little cut towards the end there. And then we have only 1 finish ring. No, we do have 2. Thought I only made 1. But hopefully most people should be able to make the top 1. As we have 10 more seconds now. Who will be the full speed players here? Serious lack of trees in this one. I mean, he's not wrong. There's not a single tree on this one compared to some of the other maps, which had a lot of trees. Alright, let's have a look at Mr. Lawrence here. Let's see how he does the start. That's it. Really quick. Couple people falling off the start already. That's not what you want. Carrying it through. This is going to be a really close battle, I think. Couple people falling off to the right there. And Lawrence actually missing the hole. So, good from him. Opts for a bit of a drift. Taking it pretty safe. Ooh, does get the bonk, so a lot of people will go for the boost. Lawrence actually not getting it there. So, Matthias will pick up a first as we have a bit of lag. And it will be Matthias and Kip. Yep, so the 1-2. Lawrence nearly falling off there. I was quite concerned for a second. But, really close battle for this one. Where is Lars compared to Mr. Matthias? Lars only gets 19 points. And with the 3rd to 5th place battle, JMJ only getting 6 points. You've only getting 5, so lots of people struggling on this one a bit. And Matthias is our new leader. That is really something else. I thought Lars had pushed himself far enough ahead. But let's now watch Lars for this one. So does find himself in first. That's a good place to be. Mr. Captain is right behind him. Lars going for a slight drift there. Nerms in first. Funny Raceman. In I saw that guy on the left there and I knew that wasn't going to work out for him. Lars getting that drift, not opting for the boost though, so will anyone pass him right here? That is indeed what is going to happen as Matthias and Jasser gets a first position. It's good from him. Lars still picking up a third, however. And we have the rest of the field coming through now. Neo. Nina does finish on this one. Lars does have to finish. It's already gone. Thanks for playing, Lars. Hope you did enjoy. I think there's a couple competitions on, so maybe he has the competition to play. We did start slightly late, so thanks for playing, Lars. Very well played by him. Let's have a look at someone else this time. Let's have a look at Uvo. His beautiful custom skin, which you can find in the Uvo Lub right there. But does have to slow down. So finds himself probably in 30th, I reckon. 37th. You can see how close this one is by the third round. Pretty safe map once you learn it. But you are coming in hot with the extra speed. We have some really close battles right now. Uvo getting the booster. Those people not opting for it. Does lose out on a couple positions. And lots of people clipping the edges. Uvo managing to get... It says 17th on his car, but 8th on the leaderboard. I think he got the 17th, which is on his car. So, unlucky to those who did get the clips. A couple people still failing. You coming in hot. Nearest there. Does clip again. So, definitely not the easiest one. As Rev does finally make it to the finish line. Ranku actually not finishing. Not sure what happened to him. So, Matthias probably definitely securing a first place there. As Lars has left. And we move to a dirt map now. Which hopefully is a pretty fun one. Game crashed. Oh, sorry about that, Ranku. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we have to restrict the server. Maybe it's just because there's so many people. Like, the thing is, like, I really like seeing upwards of 80 people in this comp. But, yeah. I wish Nadeo really worked on their netcode. It's quite unfortunate. But let's have a look at Jasser to start off here. So, if you played last week, the start will definitely help you. Let's find out if Jasser does know it. He does indeed. Gets the bug slide. Ooh, a bit too far there. Does get the bump. But Jasser now falling through nicely. Zima's getting a wider line. Will pick up a little bit more speed. So let's follow Jasser for the rest of the warm-up. Where did Zemus go there? I looked away at chat for like half a second and he was just off the track. So that is definitely not what we want. So we have a bit of a grip section and then straight back onto dirt. A pretty quick pace map. But I hope a pretty fairly easygoing map. Which will have some close competitions. As you can see, Boris getting a nice time in the warm-up here. And we have the finish. Maybe some people will bonk it. But yeah, pretty simple map. About a 40-second map once again. Let's go into the first round. Who shall we watch? Let's have a look at someone a bit further down. Let's find Nina actually in battling for that 69th place. Let's see what she's doing. Will she know about this bug slide strat? She does indeed, but does happen to go too far. That is definitely not what you want. Gets it again, and gets it quite well. Will come through hot for the next part. Let's follow someone a little bit behind the pack. Josh, 2K in 44th here. Goes over the sand. That's probably not what you want before the speedy section, but is taking it safe. So we'll gain a few of those positions from people who are crashing. And you can see how close the top positions are. I think it's Jay out in front. So that's good from him. And let's find out coming through. Right now, will Mr. Josh make it all the way through the finish? You guys in chat. Alright, Josh getting a nice 45th place there. As the rest of the field coming through nicely. Checky, can he finish? He definitely will. He has 5 seconds, and that is the entire field other than Carter, which I think only just joined. So, decent map right here. Let's actually have a look at Checky right now. Let's see how he does the start. Does get it really nicely. A little bit wide, but gets it very smooth. So, will find himself in around 40th here. It's a bit of an unlucky clip though. We'll lose some time from that. Now getting those turns quite decently. It's a slight bit of the sand, but doesn't lose a lot of time. Dim hitting a bit of the bump there. Checky now getting it quite decently. A lot of speed. Maybe let's move up to the top a little bit. Uvo finding himself in the battle of third. Will he get it? Matthews on a decent run. And it is JMJ right behind him. You've got a little bit of a slowdown, unfortunately. Maybe we'll pick up a little bit more speed from this hill. Will not change his position, actually. Gets 11th, and it is Matthews getting a first. JMJ in second. Bit of redemption for him on this last map. Finding himself in a nice battle with Mr. Captain. Funny Raceman, I think, had a little bit of a crash in the first one, and is only in 5th. So everyone once again being able to finish, which is a fantastic sight. 80 players and pretty much everyone finishing. That is really nice. Alright, let's have a look at Nerms for possibly the final round here. Oh, gets it really inside, so we'll find him in third. Uvo once again out in the top positions. Nerms going for that wider line will get a lot of speed, so let's actually follow him for this round in a battle of Mathias. So, Funny Raceman, as we talked about with that mistake in the other round, now finding himself in a second, even in a first battle. Who will make it? Nerms doing very decent here. Nearly clips on the side, but getting that risky line pays off because you have more speed now. To the final section of the map, coming through hot. Will it beat Nerms, Mathias, or Consul? And it will be Mathias once again, a dominant position. Nerms actually clipping, so we'll lose about 5 positions at the end. That's quite unlucky, and it will be a very dominant position from Mathias. But who picks up this third position? I think it is Mr. Captain, just missing it. So JMJ is the second best finish player for this round, but a very well played performance from him. Getting a 4th position. Lars still getting second after leaving, even on that final second last map, sorry. And that is indeed it. So hope you guys did enjoy the mostly decent map edition. So we had some shit maps last week. How about some better maps this week? So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching from those who are watching on their TV screens, computer screens, whatever it is. But until next time, remember, Saturday, every single week, I am live on Twitch. I will be hosting this competition, so make sure to check that out. But let's check a final overview of the leaderboard. Mathias with 2.9k, Captain in 2.2, JMJ with a 30 points behind, getting a 4th. Funny Raceman, Uvo, Kip, Zemus, Zeril, and Peps just beating out Roddy for the 10th position right there. So, thanks for playing. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow on Twitch. It does help out. And until next time, bye-bye for now.
Hey,
thanks for
that's pretty good.
the bits and follow as well.